little things. I'm Andrew, thanks for joining me today. I'm going to share this small tissue box today. It is a dispensing tissue box, and I wanted one. I just wanted one for my dressing table that was just a little dinky one, and I wanted one to pop in our downstairs loo and things like that. So I thought I'd make myself, because you can get little packs of tissues, but you can't get little tissue dispenser boxes, so I thought I'd make a mini one. So this one was my prototype, and for this one I used some DSP that I got in my Positively Papercraft Make It, but for this one I'm going to use Stampin Up. Now for some reason, and I don't even know what it is, I started off using Purple Posy, which is very difficult to see actually, and I used DSP from Garden Lane, and I don't think they really go together. I'm not sure they go together. And I don't even know why I chose to use those. I don't think I was even thinking. But anyway, let's just crack on. So, what I've got is, of the DSP, I've got 7 pieces that measure 2 3/8 square, so 7 pieces of that, and then I've got a piece of DSP, a piece of cardstock which measures 8 by 10.5 inches, so you can get it out of an A4. And where you want to score it, if you listen carefully to the scoring, you want to score it at 2.5, and this is on the long side, score it at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10 right through. Okay, then turn it to the short side and score it at 1/2, 3, 5.5. Okay, now between these two score lines, so between these two horizontals, you've got, can you see? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 horizontals at this end section. So what you want to do is at 6, you want to score just from the edge of your paper to your first horizontal, miss this one, then score at 6 from this horizontal to your next one, and miss this one and your little skinny one at the end. So you'll end up with, that'll see better on the reverse, you'll end up with that. And then you want to turn it back, and then between these two horizontals, from the edge of your paper to your second horizontal, you want to score at 2 and 5.5. Just from the edge of your paper to your second, you've got a horizontal, a horizontal, a horizontal. So you're just going to score from that through to your second horizontal. Okay? Hope that's clear. Now, to start cutting, you want to remove all of this. So, cut across from the edge, right across to that first sort of skinny score line, and then cut down the skinny score line. Okay? And then you want to cut off this edge here. So from your first score line on the right hand side, cut down and then cut that piece off. Okay. So what you should be left with, without tearing it, I've not even got the right scissors here, is a square here with a thin sort of border on it. Okay, we'll just leave that for now. Make sure that your cutting nice and straight, because mine isn't. Just redo that bit. And now you want to lose this skinny piece here. So just this skinny rectangle at the end. And so now you're left with that. and just notch that in. That's how your box is going to fasten together. And now what you want to do is you want to lose these two sections. So cut up the score line to that extra score line that you did. Cut up this score line to the extra score line, and then cut from the edge, so you're leaving yourself that little flappy score line there. Okay, and then you want to cut this off as well, so just cut across that extra score line that you made. Okay, and now what you want to do is just cut up that little score line, up that little score line, up, and then you can notch those in. Okay. And you're left with some pieces that are nice sizes for sentiments. You can punch things out of those. Now we'll go back to the lid. So this is going to be your lid, but actually your lid is at the bottom in this project, which is unusual. So what you want to do is just lose these little corners. So your little squares at the corner, get rid of those. You want to just cut up that little score line there. Just snip up that score line there. And then you just want to notch these in. Now you can do this all in at the same time if you want as you're cutting through, but I just wanted to sort of make sure that I was telling you the right places to cut. So just notch those in and notch that little flap in there. Okay, so there's lots of little bits to cut out, but like I say, these pieces are all good for sentiments and little die cuts and punches and things, so they're not wasted. Right, now the other thing that you're going to need is a piece of plastic paper, or a piece of plastic paper. That's not very good, is it? A piece of plastic, and I just cut this from a little cellar bag. Okay, and you need that to be about 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. It doesn't really matter, as long as it covers up the hole we're going to punch in a minute. So now you get your bone folder, and we score all these lines. Okay, now just score them as if you were making a normal box and all your bits were intact. So forward, in more or less score, well, you are scoring them all forward. Just score that one forward, and that one forward. Right, now this is unusual because, like I said, your lid is going to be at the bottom, because how you refill your box is just opening the lid at the bottom. Okay, so make sure you do all your score lines. There's quite a lot of them. So it's unusual in that this little flap is going to fasten your box together, and then normally that would be your lid at the top, but that's going to be your lid at the bottom, and then this top piece is your dispenser. And the reason I left these little flaps on was so that you had something to keep this looking nice and neat. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to punch without it leaving too many layers to punch through. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, you can use a die, you can use a punch, you can use whatever you want. I'm going to use my 1 3/8 scallop punch, and I'm going to punch through try and get that in the centre. I mean, you can mark your centre if you want to mark your centre. I'll show you how to do that. All you want to do is, it's 2.5, so at 1 1/4 inch, just put a little mark, and then at 1 1/4 inch from the other side, put another mark, and where they cross is your centre. And so I'm going to get my larger scallop punch, try and get that in the middle there. I'm going to punch it out. So I'm going to have a circle as opposed to an oval. In the other one I had ovals. Now in this one I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to score it 1 1/4 and just mark it, not score it, at 1 1/4, but I'm going to use the smaller punch this time because I want it to be a little bit more tricky to get my tissue out. Okay, now what I should have done, I've just realised I should have done, is I should have stuck my DSP on next before I punch my hole, so I'm just going to have to do that now. Sorry about that, I should have stuck that on first. Now think about your direction. If you've got some directional DSP like I have, I'm just going to look and see which is the best. I quite like the more abstract pattern. I think that Tombow has had it. Gradually getting through Tombow that's run out. Oh, that's splattered all over. Yeah, so we should have put this on first really. I am just going to pop it onto there. And even though this is going to be underneath, I do want DSP on because I want to be able to see it through that gap. Because your top hole is bigger, you're going to be able to see what's underneath. So I want to be able to see the same sort of pattern going on underneath. I'll just leave those. I'll put those on first, and then they'll have dried a little bit more by the time I get round to the others. And then think about your directional patterns if you want, if you have to. Don't worry about them if you're not bothered. And this is why we needed 7 pieces of DSP instead of, you would normally want 6 to cover your box, but because we're doing that extra piece. I mean, you could have all your sides different if you wanted. You could have your top different to your sides. I'm just going with a uniform pattern all the way around. This would be nice if you were taking a little gift to somebody in hospital or something. Big cute little gift. If you're taking in some miniatures or giving somebody a little set to put on their dressing table or something like that. Be cute. Okay, now on the back of this, you want to put your little piece, on your smaller piece, you want to put your little piece of cellophane, but I'm not going to do that just yet because you want to put a little hole through it. So because I never cut through my DSP, I'm going to try and line up my punch now and just punch through that. And then remember, I use the larger punch for the other piece. Okay, that's better. Even they could be used for something else. Right, so now we've got that all sorted out. Now what we're going to do is get our piece of cellophane and just attach it to the inside of there. Now you can use tape, you can use glue, you can use whatever you want for this. I'm just going to use some glue tape because I think that'll look the neatest. And then just attach your cellophane, and this just acts as a hygiene barrier as well. And then what you do, you can either get some scissors and just give it a little nick, or you can use a craft knife to do it on a little, I know I've got my crafting board somewhere, but obviously don't know where. Just cut through a little slot with a craft knife, and you can cut through the other way as well, so you've got like a cross, and then it'll just push through a little bit easier. Okay, so that'll just come through and it'll just fall down and act as a little bit of a hygiene barrier for your tissues. My tissues just dropped in my tea. And if you take your tissues from a box that's already, if you carefully take them from a box that's already done, they'll already be folded in such a way that they'll pop up. Okay? Right, so let me just put these punches away. And my tape pen, don't need that anymore. And now I can assemble my box. So I'm just going to pop some glue onto this flap here at the side. And I'll fold my box over and just join it together there. This is my lid, so I'm going to put my tissues inside there. I'm just going to close that for now. And then this is my other lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave one of those, I'm going to leave both of those down, and I'm going to glue that to that, and then I'm going to glue that to that, and that'll just stop that from falling through, and you just get a nice finish there, you get like a double edge. So I'm just going to pop some glue on these sides and fold my piece with a smaller hole punched down first, and then put glue around all this layer and push it down. And then the best thing to do is to open your box up the lid's pushed in because it's, if you don't want the lid to push in, just put a little bit of, so open your box up and then just use your bone folder and just give it all a nice squish down. Okay, and then you'd get your tissue, and it's already lined, they're already folded in such a way that they'll pop out, and just bring your first piece through. Grab your first piece and then fill it up with your tissues, and then close your box, and obviously that now will stay closed. Okay, and there you have it. There's your little mini tissue box. Isn't that cute? And then if you wanted to finish it off with something, if you wanted to add something to it, I'm going to just add a bit of green twine. Bit of garden green twine or mossy meadow, I'm not sure. Just going to tie it around my little box. bow. Make a little bow around the edge. Yeah. And that's it. There's my little miniature tissue box. How cute is that? And that just looks so cute sitting in my downstairs bathroom or on my little bedside table or for a little gift or something. It's really cute. There's my other one. Another one. It's got a bit of a... So that was more difficult to get out of the hole. So that one looks good. And now I think that actually works, the two colours together. I think they look nice. So there's my little box. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that little project and found it useful. Gave you a little idea of something new. And I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.